positive changes into Mangum. We pray over all of our commission and our community for the future of Mangum and just guide us in the right directions for our youth and for the upcoming citizens of Mangum and what this place can be. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can we do roll call, please?
Update.
Here.
McCaslin.
Here.
Peterson.
Here.
Chapman.
Here.
Okay. The following items are considered to be routine. We are just doing the consent agenda, approval of the consent agenda of the June 6th minutes for the special meeting, June 6th meeting minutes as presented, the special meeting minutes on June 12th, the special meeting minutes on July 7th, approve June 2023 claims, approve the financial for all departments, and approve July 2023 estimated payroll. Is there anything anybody needs removed? No? Okay. Remarks or inquiries from the audience not pertaining to any items on the agenda. Come on up.
Go ahead.
Sorry, it's on my phone, I'm not.
I need a motion to accept the consent agendas.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Make a motion to accept the consent agenda?
I second.
Yeah, right.
Update.
Judith and Mark.
Yes. McCaslin. Yes. Chapman.
Yes.
Sorry. Carry on, guys.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Stephanie Fogerson, and I, along with my husband Kevin, own the Soggy Llama Coffee Company on South Lewis Tittle. It's recently come to our attention that there have been some people going around and talking in a negative way about our business. These people have incorrectly been telling others that we named our business after a disgusting and vulgar definition that is on Urban Dictionary. Per Urban Dictionary themselves, anyone can post definitions or words or phrases while being as stupid or vulgar as they want. We did not post that. It's not true definitions on that website. Anybody at any time can add anything they want. Again, it wasn't us. The people that are going around telling others that this is what our business is named after must not know Kevin or myself very well. This is not something that we would ever do. We wish that these people would have come to us directly with any issues or for clarification, and we could have let them know that we named our business after our best friend, who is perpetually exhausted and looks like a drenched llama. We call our little mascot llama Brian after him. We've been told bluntly that we need to rename our business, and I want to make it known and make it clear we will not be doing that. We didn't do anything wrong, and anybody that owns a business knows you have to register with the state, all the governments. You make logos, all these sorts of things, and doing wrong. We wanted to come here tonight, just kind of make these clarifications public and ask that anyone who might want to discuss it further, please come to us directly. We have Facebook, we have Instagram. Kevin himself works at the coffee shop Sunday through Tuesday. Please reach out to us. We would love to continue this conversation if necessary.
Pertaining to that, also a side note, Google works in such a fashion that if you were to Google Soggy Llama, the Urban Dictionary goes straight to the top. And that is a function of simply who clicks it, right? So the rumor starts, it spreads like wildfire. We all know in a small town, bad gas travels fast, right? So I have worked my butt off trying to Google my coffee shop and click it 100,000 times. And I still cannot bridge that gap between the people that are, we'll call it making the joke and having fun with the joke. It's become a multi-front war for us. And to be completely honest, I'm a little tired of it. I'm a little annoyed. So I am calling out to anybody, our supporters, our loyal customers, our friends, family, and community, please, Urban Dictionary was smart enough and brave enough to put a flag button. For crying out loud, flag it so we don't have this issue. There are some other businesses in town that Urban Dictionary does also have, we'll call it colorful definitions for those things. Out of respect for those businesses and ones that I support personally, I'm not going to name them. but it's a little bit more than you would expect. So with that said, we quite frankly are just a small business in a small community trying to do something good on its behalf. Let us do that, and please look at us as a positive influence, because we will continue to be. So if there's anything we can do for the city itself, we are happy to donate. McCaslin and myself have had that discussion ad nauseum, and it remains true. I am here, I am part of this community. We, our family, have a vested interest in this community, and we'll continue to be supporters of it.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are there any other inquiries by the audience that's not on the agenda? No? Okay. We'll move on to number 8. Discussion and possible action to approve an ordinance granted to Cable One Inc., DBA Sparklight, the non-exclusive right, privilege, and franchise to construct, operate, and maintain a cable system in, upon, along, across, above, over, and under streets, alleys, easements, open areas, public ways, public places now laid out are dedicated and all exclusion, therefore, in addition thereto, in the city of Mangum, Oklahoma, providing terms and conditions for the operation of such cable systems and payment fees therefore. Want to make a motion for discussion? Does anybody have anything to say about it? Michelle? Nobody? No. Okay.
I'll say something. I think this is something that we do every so many years.
Mm.
And so it's one of those that they have to renew, and this is to allow them to get in and to more or less maintain or operate their system, I think is what it's intended for.
I think if I'm not incorrect, I think it was like every 5 years or
Yeah.
something. It's like a 5-year contract that they basically are.
We've had it on the agenda before, but we had questions
Yeah,
last time, so
it's
we
to
need
do
to.
with being on our phones.
Yes.
They used to pay a fee, a poll
Yes.
fee.
I think they still pay.
So, so that was what we tabled last time.
Yeah, we just weren't sure how the tie-in was, correct?
Mhm.
Okay. So are we clear on that, Chris? You feel like
Yeah.
you've got the answers? Okay.
Is this something you recommend them approve, or?
Yes, I think they give us a certain percentage of what they make. Is that right when we check
Yes.
into it?
Yeah, we get so much, I believe, back from them, and this is something we've had for, from what I understand, a very long time. So I don't think, none of the contract hasn't changed from what I've gathered over the years, so.
No, we've technically been operating under assumption it was still in effect. I think we discovered this
I think it was the
winter.
transition
Yeah.
between Cable One and Sparklight, was it,
Correct.
when the contract fell off and they didn't realize?
Yes.
Okay.
So really, you either need to go ahead and approve it as it's presented, motion approved, or if not, just take no action.
Okay.
It's the same thing that we've done.
Mhm.
every year.
Yeah.
I'll make the motion to approve the contract.
Okay, I need a second. Call for vote, please.
Huckabee?
Yes.
McCaslin? Yes. Chapman?
Yes.
Okay, moving on to item number 9, discussion and possible action to approve resolution number 2023-26, removing Larry Miller from the bank accounts and adding Dixie Peterson and Mark Chapman to them. Discussion?
I think we need more time, for sure.
Okay. You need a motion? To approve it.
I
Or
make a
to.
motion that we add Dixie Peterson and Mark Chapman on the plan.
Second?
Second.
Call for vote, please.
Huckabee?
Yes.
McCaslin?
Yes.
Chapman?
Yes.
Okay, item number 10, discussion and possible action with regard to reviewing the cost to lease aircraft hangars at the Mangum Municipal Airport with the advice of Mangum Municipal Airport Board. Discussion? Do we have any information?
I believe that was what we were working on before. We needed to get the board member for the airport.
Yeah, we have a airport board that kind of sets a lot of that stuff. And I know that one of the hangars, the Scott hangar, is leased by Bob Travis on
Well,
a
I
year.
believe Bob Travis is one of the board members, and
Yes.
so is Dustin Lively, the last I knew, and there's, I believe, a couple other.
Ben Locklear was on it. Those three, four, I know for a fact was on it. I don't know who else is on it.
So should we table this until we can discuss this with them?
Well,
Or was
Ben-
this just authorizing them to be able to rent hangars?
There's vehicles in there, and Bob Travis had talked to me about that. People are living vehicles in there, and it's not supposed to be.
Yeah, I mean, for us to continue to get FAA funding, we have to have at least 10 planes
Leasing hangars,
that
right?
cause that the home port, so to speak. So if people are leasing it for personal use and not
And
planes,
storage, well, that's been a
that
concern
can
already.
affect our ability to get FAA grants and funding. Because most of the money that goes into that airport is through FAA grants, whether it's for runways, spraying, lights, or stuff like that. So if that's an issue, I mean, that's probably something we need to,
It is an issue.
Well, we need, I feel like we need to meet with them because, I mean, this is basically saying to review the cost of leasing the aircraft, but what are they wanting? We don't have the information.
I know Larry at one time was talking about maybe upping the cost of leasing those hangars out.
Where they weren't, people weren't renting them for personal
For-
storage,
yes,
right? I remember,
yeah.
but we just don't have an amount to say, yes, this is, we need to approve them to, there's no
But
figures.
we're required to have so many to get the funding.
correct, I think it's 10. It used to be 10. If we had 10 planes parked there, we qualified for more FAA funding. And Bob Travis had worked pretty hard to get that done at one point, back last this had been an issue.
And I want to say we had discussed this at one time, and I think that's actually, they reduced it because of the size of the airport. Wasn't it 6? I think they reduced it to like we had to have 6 at one time
I can't recall.
when we were talking about redoing that airport building that was falling in. I want to say that they had mentioned something about 6, but we don't have the information, I feel like, in front of us to make a decision on what, we don't have figures, we don't know what they want to up it to.
Right.
So can we,
Probably table
I was
this
gonna
till
say
we
we
get
need to
more
discuss
information.
with the board, because they know more about it and figure out kind of across the board what leasing costs look like for an airport this size, so. Okay, so we're gonna table item number 10,
We're going to take no action at this
or
time.
no action, sorry. Okay. All right, number 11, discussion and possible action with regards to appointing the following person to Mangum Greer County Metropolitan Area Planning Commission: Mark Chapman, Justin Spears, Kevin Adams, Roger Lively, and Greg Miller. Any discussion on that, or? I believe, as far as I know, they have all been reached out to and talked to about setting on this board, and everybody was good
I
with
didn't
that.
know Greg Miller, but fine with me.
I believe he was the one that was kind of involved in this planning initially. He's very familiar
Was
with.
he the one that looks?
Yeah.
He's the,
Yes.
uh,
Yeah.
emergency
And not, yeah,
management.
emergency management. And this was, I think Greg's the one that's kind of driving the boat on this thing.
Yeah, I think he's the one that kind of put it into motion, so, okay, well, if there's no more discussion. Are we good appointing all those? Make a motion to appoint?
I make a motion that we appoint, name all of them.
Yes?
Second.
Mark Chapman, Justin Spears, Kevin Adams, Roger Lively, and Greg Miller.
Mark, second. Can you call for vote, please?
Huckabee,
Yes.
McCaslin,
Yes.
Chapman,
Yes.
Okay, number 12, discussion regarding reviewing various fees the city of Mangum charged for various services, leases, and activities to the city engage in.
that also was requested to be on there, and we had no information behind it.
Okay.
As a general rule, though, I don't remember the last time we've done one, but we should occasionally do like a rate review through like OMPA, because if you do a rate review ever so often, then it can actually reduce your power cost adjustment. So you can actually find a way to get less of that. So that might be something y'all can look at, to just hire OMPA to do a rate review. I think they don't charge any, right, Clyde? Do you know if OMPA charges anything for a rate review? Yeah. Yeah, they'll come out and they'll meet with everybody and like the clerks and stuff like that, and at the end of it, can make adjustments to that power cost adjustment formula. So that might be something.
That we need to have done?
Yeah.
Okay. So then we're just not gonna take any, there is no action to be made on that, so. Okay. Discussion, or number 13, sorry, discussion and possible action for approval of an estimated cost in the amount of $8,570 for the wastewater improvement project. Clive, I believe that's you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Last time we was here, we had discussed, we had sent, for the project out at the Boone site, for that, install that line, we'll go down and go through the river. When we done an environmental review, the Corps of Engineers had concern to see that part of that is in the wetland. And so, they sent us back a letter saying that we need to find out more information on this. So your engineer has contacted this firm right here, this SWCA, and they do this type of work. And they're going to do a study to see if they can help us through this process and prepare a report to send to the Corps of Engineers to see if they'll accept this information. Okay, we did get the grant on 2 different grants, but this $8,570 was an additional expense that we wasn't anticipating when we done the application. So this would be an additional cost, and that's why we wanted to ask you for your approval. So we do have to have their approval before we can release the funds for the project.
And what was the amount on those grants, Clive? Do you have that with you? I do at home, I just didn't have it with me.
They are $133,950, so you got 2 of those. One CDBG and one tree.
Okay. You guys have any questions for that?
I don't have that is.
And it has to be done?
I do it pretty much.
I don't know how much it is.
And when we was here last time, I didn't know if that, something about going in your budget or something like that. Because it was kind of after your budget was approved, and that's why we also asked you to.
I mean, that's infrastructure though, right?
That could be ARPA,
I was
right?
gonna say, that can be under ARPA, can it?
Well, that's what we discussed before.
I was gonna say, I thought that's what we had planned on doing if it came down to that. I mean, with that amount of grants for us to get it done, it seems awfully silly to not do the engineering work behind it.
And this has been a consent order since before 2017. Because we was having issues with this back when I was hired. So this will at least hopefully fix that issue.
And the engineer explained to me a lot of times when we go on the computer and download these areas where it's got shows where the wetlands are in, that when these maps were made, that's in the computer, a lot of them was made from back in like Washington DC, and people that's never been out here to the site, and they're just guessing that that could be a wetland. They really don't know. So that's what this study would be to confirm and deny that.
Okay. Any other discussion? Okay. You gonna make a motion?
I make the motion to accept the cost of $8,570 for the wastewater improvement project.
I second
Call for vote, please.
Huckabee,
Yes.
McCaslin?
Yes.
Chapman?
Yes.
Okay. Item number 14, discussion and possible action to approve the engagement letter with Jane A. Walker CPA for the fiscal year 23 audit. Any discussion on that?
That is for the upcoming audit that we'll be having in late August 1st of September.
And she did the audit last year, and,
I think they're like 10 years in.
well, they
But
used
they-
someone else, like, and we decided not to use that company again. I can't remember who they.
And
It
this
was
is
before we
that
moved over
Janet
here, but
Meredith
she's been here
lady
for a
that
while.
Has
Yeah,
come
since
in and
I've
talked
been
to us
here.
prior. That like the Meredith and this Janet lady are the ones that we've talked to. Okay, no discussion, you wanna make a motion?
Make the motion to approve Janet Walker CPA for the fiscal year 23 audit.
I second.
Call for vote?
Yes.
Huckabee. McCaslin.
Yes.
Chapman.
Yes.
Okay. Number 15, discussion and possible action with regard to authorizing advertising for hiring another office personnel to assist with general office task billing and payroll. Discussion? To hire for the back, so they have more help, because we have somebody who's training to do accounts payable. We don't have payroll right now, it's our. We've, in the past, we've always had 3 back there, but right now there's 2.
We used to be having,
Well, there, 3 as far as what this is in regards to, these positions. So basically, this is just gonna, is this advertising outside of our page, correct?
Well, yes.
Potentially advertising
Yes,
on
'cause
other
we've
websites?
had it up for a while, but-
Okay, so that's what it's authorizing, advertising outside of just the city page. Any other questions, concerns? Make a motion, or? Come on, y'all.
I'll make the motion that for advertising and hiring of other office personnel to assist with general task billing and payroll.
I'll second it.
Call for vote.
Huckabee.
Yes.
McCaslin.
Yes.
Chapman.
Yes.
All right, item number 16 is discussion and possible action with regard to the employment, hire, appointment, promotion, demotion, disciplining, and resignation of chief of police with possible executive session in accordance with 25 OS 307B1. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion to go into executive session.
A second?
Second.
Call for vote.
Huckabee.
Yes.
McCaslin.
Yes.
Chapman.
Yes.
Now I gotta get back to where I'm
Out
at
of
here.
executive at 7:50.
Yes, we are coming back out of executive at what? 7:53. All right. So we will move on to number 17, which is discussion and possible action with regards to executive session. Discussion? Make a motion? Ladies, gents? I'm gonna need one of y'all to make the motion, because I'm in this seat.
Wait on Michelle.
No.
So what does the motion need to say?
What do you
Can
want?
I make a motion
Yeah.
since, okay.
Make a
We,
motion.
we are going to make a motion to accept Lance Taylor as our new chief of police effective August the 1st. That is, as of August the 1st.
Huh?
For pay period. I don't know what your pay periods are, but I'll have to.
It's every 2 weeks.
We just
Bi-weekly.
started, so be the 4th would be the end.
First, second, that's fine. The first is a Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? I thought Tuesday was, I thought it was. Okay, the first is fine.
As of August 1st.
I second.
Judith seconds. Call for vote, please.
Huckabee.
Yes.
McCaslin.
Yes.
Chapman.
Yes.
Okay. Remarks or inquiries by the government body or members, city manager, city attorney, or city employees? Nobody? Any new business, Irma?
We don't like, we didn't have to get. okay.
No new
Okay,
business?
No, we talked about that
earlier, but we're good.
Okay, make a motion to adjourn.
Make the motion.
I second.
Call for vote.
Huckabee,
Yes.
McCaslin?
Yes.
Chapman?
Yes.
Whenever you're ready, dear. Roll call, please.
Chapman?
Here.
Peterson?
Here.
McCaslin?
Here.
Huckabee?
Here.
Manasco?
Okay, we will go forward to approve the consent agenda, approve June 6th meeting minutes as presented, June 12th special meeting minutes, the June 2023 claims, the financial for all departments, and the approval of 2023 estimated payroll. Does anybody want anything removed off the consent agenda? If not, make a motion.
Make the motion.
I second.
Call for vote.
Chapman?
Yes.
Peterson?
Yes.
McCaslin?
Yes.
Huckabee?
Yes.
All right. Remarks or inquiries from the audience not pertaining to any items on the agenda? No? Okay, moving on to number 6. Discussion and possible action to approve resolution number 2023 through 26, removing Larry Miller from the bank accounts and adding Dixie Peterson and Mark Chapman. We have to do it on this one too. Make a motion?
I'll make a motion to remove Larry Miller from the bank accounts and adding Dixie Peterson and Mark Chapman.
Second.
Call for vote?
Chapman?
Yes.
Peterson?
Yes.
McCaslin?
Yes.
Huckabee?
Yes.
All right, number 7, discussion and possible action to approve the engagement letter with Jane A. Walker CPA for the fiscal year 2023 audits. This is just the same stuff we went through before.
I'll make the motion.
I second.
Call for vote?
Chapman?
Yes.
Peterson?
Yes.
McCaslin?
Yes.
Huckabee?
Yes.
All right, number 8, discussion and possible action for approval of an estimate cost in the amount of $85.70 for the water or wastewater improvement project. Make a motion?
I make the motion to approve the amount of $85.70 for the wastewater improvement project.
I second.
Call for vote?
Chapman?
Yes.
Peterson?
Yes.
McCaslin?
Yes.
Huckabee?
Yes.
Okay. Staff and board remarks? Anybody? New business for the MUA side? No new business? Okay, motion to adjourn?
Motion.
I second.
Call for vote.
Chapman?
Yes.
Peterson?
Yes.
McCaslin?
Yes.
Huckabee?
Yes.
All right.
Done. Don't you leave, Peterson.
I'm not leaving, I'm not leaving.
You've got a whole